Good morning, my friends. Welcome to day 78 on Nevershore, our hard mode island. Let's see if there's anything exciting going on. It's the last day of May. Oh, I gotta call my brother and wish him happy birthday. Actually, I'll probably just text him. Happy birthday! Are you ready? Are you ready for June? Do you know what June means? June means I only have 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks to get my book. Sahara is here. Okay, maybe she has the dirt wall. What do you think? That's asking a lot, right? We're not going to do a lot right now because, what was I? Oh, I was putting in fencing. That is a funny hammer to walk out with. I don't know if I've ever done that before. Like, if you showed me holding the hammer somewhere, I wouldn't even... Like, it took me a second to figure out what it was. That's funny. I guess I was putting in... Oh, yeah, so I was going to play some more, and then... Oh, okay. Hard as a rock. I think this is a fossil. What was I saying? Oh, I was going to play more, and then my daughter gave me her old phone, which was the deal when I bought a new phone for her. No, I bought it. Anyway, I bought a phone. She got a phone. Then I got a new phone. That's not a new phone. Anyway, she got all the pictures off finally, so I was able to have it. Look how cute that looks right there. I mean, it's gonna have to be a little buried because it's deep in the woods, but I think I might like that there. But I spent way longer than I should have instead of way later than I should have downloading the right apps and getting things set up. So hopefully, hello Sahara, I'll talk to you just a second. So hopefully when we take it down to get my phone number put onto it, it won't mess all that up. I mean, I thought about it. I thought about waiting, but I was like, oh, should be fine, right? It should be fine. Yeah, I know. I don't want those. I want mysterious flooring. Sure. The only thing I'm looking for is that dirt wall. I mean, I haven't decided if Grandma's house will have a rug. I looked it up. Of course there were rugs. I would want something that would look just right. So I'll have to look through rugs and see. Because, man, that big room is lobby flooring. That's definitely not what I wanted. That big main room is tricky sometimes. Anyway, I told that story to say I am not only tired, I have a bad headache. So I'm just going to check the prices and go take an Excedrin. Maybe rest a little and do some things and show you some stuff later. Hey, funny running into you here. Thanks for the fossil you sent me. I got one for you too. Oh, I should have given him the same one back. That would have been funny. Well, funny to me, because he wouldn't know. Yep, it goes with the one you gave me. A Viking jaw. Okay, well, thanks. Bye, you enjoy your shopping. Okay, what you got for me? What's our price? 31. Okay, let's go look at the turnip profit. Okay, let's go here and let's go 31. And, okay, so wow, this is going to be one of those waiting right till the last minute. Probably. It's possible it'll jump this afternoon. It looks most likely to jump like Thursday night, Thursday afternoon. So maybe later today, we'll see. If the time when it really becomes a problem is if we come in and it's like right here and it still says there's a potential, but there's also a low potential. That's when you really got to decide. Once you hit this guaranteed minimum, if there's still potential to go up, that's when the decision gets tough. The decision has been super simple so far. So, okay, let's go back to the game. Nope, I'm good. See you later. There's nothing I want in here. Let's just grab some customization kits. Let's actually get Let's get a stack. Let's get 2 stacks. Let's get 10. And let's check our plus goals, and then I'll be done. Nope, that's all. Thank you. Oh, I wondered, is there shopping? Okay, so there is shopping. So spend bells. That's why I bought the 10, because if you have to spend 5,000 bells, if you buy 10 customization kits, then it's quick because you can buy them in stacks of 5, and it's 6,000 bells total, and it's something that I'm planning to use. So that one was easy. Sell fruit, hit rocks, chop wood, and talk to my neighbors. Okay, those are going to be easy. So I might do a little bit of this while I'm laying in the dark with a pillow on my head, trying to recover from this headache. But I will see you in a little bit. Oops, wrong one. See you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, we are back. Oh, that's one of the things that I did. So I tried putting a border around it to decide if I like that better. And maybe if I'm ahead of the game enough, I will put a picture of the two next to each other so you can kind of judge which is better. I just kind of felt like maybe it needed a little something else. I know that the border is open by the S, but I kind of like that. I tried putting the border all the way, and ooh, not good. Very not good, because even though it is a different color than the other black, like I shifted it one to the right on the brightness or something so that they wouldn't blend, because if they're the exact same color, they'll try to join and make a shape, and I didn't want that to happen. But even though it doesn't do that, it's just too much. That S needs something around it. So I do like it better. No, I don't know if I like it better. I do like it, okay. I just need to see the two next to each other. So I'll have to do that, and I'll put it up here, and then you can tell me if you like it. Oh, still really fighting a headache. I've done all my chores except for exercising, so we'll do that in a minute. But I'm going to show you, I wasn't going to show you things because I wanted to get them all done and make it a surprise, but it's not all going to be a surprise. So I have done so much in the last few hours. Wrong button. This is not going to show you anything. Let's go to the map first. So look, I put a river in, and I put a pond in up there. And then I kind of made a little pond down there in the bottom. So I'm just going to show you, I don't know what I'll show you. Let me show you some things. Let's go see some things. So I have a tentative layout here. So this is now that, let me just tell you, making the decision to not build the houses but to use villager houses was the best decision ever, because now I know exactly how much space to leave. It doesn't have to be a lot of space, 4 by 4, and I'm good. So now I can actually lay some things out. So this is where our baker's gonna go. I don't remember who I was leaning toward, but it doesn't matter, because they probably won't still be there when we save anyway. This is the wheat, and this is the sugar. This is iffy. I don't know if I'm going to leave it there. I thought I had a tree in my pocket, so I made a hole for it, but I didn't, so I may or may not fill that in with a tree. Did have this one that I put over here earlier, and there's a little well. I don't know what I'm going to do here yet. I'm just getting the big pieces out. Now, look what I did here, though. So I had to figure out how the witch's garden could be walled in, and yet you could still access her house, but it needed to kind of be connected to her house, and there just was no good way to do it. So I decided to put her house inside the wall. So this is the witch's house, and right now I think it's going to be, is it Tammy? I think it's going to be Tammy, which is this one, right? Yeah, so I think it's going to be Tammy, because, you know, she could be a witch. That's cool. And look, her house, I think her house will look good there. Now, the problem is it's going to look real good, and I'm going to love it, and then she's going to want to leave, or somebody's going to kick her out, and then I'm going to be sad. So then I chose these things tentatively to keep in here, and I'll just pick them. Right? I'll let them grow, and then when I'm ready to save, I'll just pick them. So I'm going to say this one is kale. This one is Rapunzel lettuce. It's actually pumpkins and tomatoes. And this one could be like the beginning of beans, right? It could be peas, but looks kind of like beans because she needs to have some bean plants, because the whole point in Into the Woods that she got turned into a crone was because she didn't take care of the beans. So one of them has to be beans. Maybe this one. This one, it kind of looks like the beginning of broccoli, actually. Those leaves are kind of broccoli-ish. So I don't know, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let them grow, and these will be my harvesting ones because, you know, they happen to be the right amount. This is a peach tree because she mentions the nectarines. There are kind of openings here and here because I laid some things out, and then I was like, okay, I need this wall over here so I can try and judge. I ordered 5 more, so I'll get those put up tomorrow. And I want to have all the walls here before I put the house in, because that's just a pain in the hiney, because I got to put it in backwards and then push it back. So I'll do that before I put the house in. Anyway, and then I'll put some things up. I think I'm going to put a gate here, a castle gate there, to be the entrance into our house. I hope it works. If it doesn't, we'll tweak some things and we'll figure it out. But right now I'm thinking that, I don't know. There's the whole idea that if there's a gate, then they wouldn't have to sneak in. But, you know, they'd still have to sneak past her. They wouldn't have to sneak over the wall. Although maybe she has a spell right here on her entryway, and so they would have to go over the wall. I don't know. Anyway, so that's the beginning, and I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited about it. I like the size. I like the layout. It's possible, once I get it all on there, that I almost put something here, but it wasn't going to work out quite right. So we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do up here. If anything, maybe it'll just be path and then like a giant mushroom or something. That might look cool. We'll see. But once I get all the other pieces in place, then I'll go from there. But it was really nice to get some layout of houses down. And then I thought, this is nothing on my island is guaranteed for sure, except probably the castle and the theater. Anything else, subject to change at any minute. Okay, not the weed and not Gus. They have to stay. But I needed to use this somehow, and there just isn't room to build a water feature, and it didn't seem to really fit in. So I kind of turned it into like a little fishing pond. I know it's not a pond, but it had to be small so that there was room to put the house there and still have that there. But, and it's possible that I'll have to move the house over depending on how the gate works out. But so far I like this. That feels like a little fishing hole right there. So, and once we decorate around it, it'll be a ton better anyway. So let's go look at something else. So real quick up here, let's go up here. I took all the flowers out that I was breeding here, and I took out all the garden, and then I placed trees. So I took out all the apple trees that were up here, and I placed trees. I have one of every fruit. So I think that's cherry and orange and apple. And over here I have peach and pear, and I decided to go ahead and put a coconut tree up here. I was iffy about having any coconut trees because of the setting. You know, you're up in the mid to late 1700s. But first of all, it's a castle, so if anybody would have one, they would have one, and it's a fairy tale. So who knows? I might end up having beaches full of coconut trees. We'll see. I haven't decided. I'm just going to put these right here. So like I said, I've done all my chores. So I've been in there and done all that stuff. So what happened? Well, you saw all those, that the garden's all gone, right? So now, let's go up here for a sec. See if I can show you this way. Come on, go up the ladder. Shouldn't be that hard to find, but apparently it is. So all those flowers down there, I'm going to move them now. I'm going to dig them all up off the beach. They make me crazy. I'm going to dig them all up and I'm going to put them, the ones I want to keep, I'm going to put in here. Just random and just let them spread. And then I'll thin them and rearrange them as I decide to. But I've got them over on the other side as well. Now let's go look at this, because this is so cool. Okay, so there's a staircase going in here, and I built this all up. Isn't that cute? That's my pond with a little tree island in it. I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet, but obviously it's big enough to have a fish. And let's prove that it's a pond by catching that fish, shall we? Let's see if you'll turn the way I want you to. I'm going to wait, but my bobber's not moving like it does in a river, so it should be good. Come on. Okay, fine. I'll try again this way. Frequently they'll turn the way you want them to, but not always. And it is a, what? A pop-eyed goldfish. Cool, I didn't have that. And yes, you get those in a pond. So it is most definitely a pond. I'm very excited and I'm very happy with how that came out. Now let me just tell you, when I'm waterscaping, and I'm sorry that I didn't show any of it, I might show some of it when I finish that river, but I just start and I just undo and redo and undo and redo and until I get it the way I like it. And then this one, look how pretty that is. So this is Cinderella's house. So they get to be up higher because they're a little bit more noble. They get a little extra land. And look, they have a little water feature. This is where my yellow hoping to be purple mums are. And then I don't know exactly what they're going to have. Maybe a big, I'm thinking like an English garden kind of layout-ish. I don't know. But I love the water feature. I love the way it turned out. And this is how it evolved. I just went, okay, I'm going to build this little square, and then I'm going to cut that little double waterfall in it. And I did. And I was like, this looks dorky, because it was just a square with a double waterfall. So I made it a little bigger. And then I put a top layer on it. And then I tried to come up on the top layer to put a tree up there. And it said, you can't go up there, because, look, I'm on the second level. That's the third level. So you can build a fourth level, but you can't go on it. So I wasn't paying attention, apparently. Anyway, so then I just made it bigger, and I wanted to keep the water kind of small, and I just went with, you know, how it looks. This is going to have a pink lily on it. And when I had my regular river, I had these little hoppy spots with pink lilies to make them kind of lily pads and water lilies. I don't know if I'll put any more anywhere else on the island, but this one for sure will have a pink lily. And I will put some kind of a flower probably right there. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I like that layout too. I think that looks great. And I wanted it to be a tiny little trickle down the side. So it goes down, it comes down really small right there. And so our river starts pretty small at this end, and then it kind of is wider and narrower and wider and narrower. And I couldn't do anything right there because Diva's house is there. And it's going to be a couple days, or at least, yeah. So I'm moving Astrid's house right now. And then tomorrow I will move Diva's house, but it'll be the next day before it'll be gone and I can actually do that. So maybe I'll film it when I do that. But anyway, so narrower and then a little wider and, you know, wider down here. So, but I want a place I can jump across within easy distance all the way, because I don't want to put a bridge in. I like it better this way. And then I ran out of space, right? The hardest part, like I said, is having room to put things that are temporary. So these are all temporary. The hardest part about breeding flowers is space, giving up the space, because it takes a lot of room. These are temporary, but I've got them down here because I've got all those other things I'm working on right now, so I don't think I'll need this space for a while. So I'm going to keep those there, and if I do, then I'll just move them somewhere else. And then I put all those apple trees back here because I had the space and I don't have to move them anytime real soon. And maybe they'll just stay there as part of Grandma's house. Maybe she likes to make apple crisp or apple strudel or something. I don't know. So all those flowers are going to get dug up as well. This little garden is still here because I like the way it turned out, and when I am ready to put it by Jack's house, I want to remember how it looked. Plus it'll all be right there. And this is, where is it? Keep going, keep going. Wow, that's a long way. This is Astrid's house and it's being moved. So it'll be gone tomorrow, which means I can place and start to work on Jack's house, because Jack's house is going to be down here. And I was iffy about having him near the river because I'm like, but they're supposed to be starving. And if they have fish, then they won't be starving. But first off, there's an ocean all the way around them. So, they could fish anyway. But secondly, I'm just assuming, because Jack's pretty stupid in the play. Maybe he can't fish. Maybe he's just no good at fishing. Maybe they're allergic to fish. I don't know. I don't know. But they're going to keep that water. They're going to keep that river right there. Is there anything else I needed to show you? I think that's everything right now. So my next project after I sign off is going to be to move all these flowers and to get rid of the ones I don't actually think I'm going to use. Because until you know what you're going to do, you don't want to get rid of the flowers. But I don't have the room or the patience to keep all the ones I don't want. So we'll see. I don't know. I just don't know. But it's a beginning. I'm liking it. Oh, it's so exciting to have some, mental progress. Again, just deciding to use the villager houses was brilliant. It was a brilliant idea, and I am so smart. I'm kind of kidding, but not really. It really was a great idea, and it was a difference maker for me. It makes no sense to keep banging my head against the wall, trying to make something just because I thought that's how it was going to be, if it's not how I want it to be, or if it's not working out the way I wanted. Change it up, girl. Quit stressing about this. If you're stressing, this ain't worth it. Okay, let's stretch. Okay, that's it. I forgot to tell you that I did check the bell prices for the turnips. Right now they're at 140 bells. So they've started to turn, and if I weren't using the turnip profit, I would probably sell. But the turnip profit says I have a guaranteed 151 bells. And every time I've used the turnip profit in the past, it's been accurate. So I'm going to wait. Sally, you're kind of in an annoying place right there, because we just have a tiny little glimpse of your head. Okay, try to ignore her. I'm trying. I know. Anyway, so we should be good. Not going to sell today. Probably going to sell, I don't know, tomorrow or the next day. Like I said before, it really becomes decision time if it hits that 151 just 151 bells, which is our guaranteed minimum. If it hits that and has potential to go way up, then we have to go through that decision and figure it out. So that'll be a decision for another day, tomorrow or the next day or whatever. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. I hope you have a fabulous day. I hope you have a fabulous night. I hope you have a fabulous whatever you're having when you watch this. And I will talk to you later. Bye.